Positive Forces Show, y'all. And we are live. Positive Vibes.
To change your life.
I'm your host, Kimone Hall.
And I'm your co-host, Yola.
Hey, in the house. How are you?
I'm good today. How are you, Kim?
I am fantastic.
It's the final countdown.
It's the countdown, guys. Okay. So, what am I talking about? What countdown am I talking about?
Well, I know what countdown I'm talking about. Do you want to tell everyone else?
Oh, man. Vacation mode. I'm in vacation mode already. I'm in birthday mode already. I'm just in the mode.
Yeah, I was thinking of day.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing for your birthday?
All right, so you definitely have to. Hey, listen, I am game, fair game, and I'm celebrating until mid-June.
Mm-hmm.
Mid-June. So
Yes.
you know, that's just how I do it. So hey, that's just how I do it. So we gotta figure it out. So I want you to come up with something.
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the thought I had in my head was, of course, partaking in all of the free things that you get for your birthday, which is what I do every birthday.
Yes.
So you're going to adopt what I do, and I'm going to adopt what you do. So
Okay.
what I do is I
Okay.
get all the free things I can for my birthday.
Yeah.
And so you're going to do that. And then
Yes.
what I'm going to adopt from you is I'm going to celebrate my birthday from June 24th to July 24th. So it's going to be a whole month of birthday celebration. So my thing for you for your birthday is number one, get all the free stuff.
Okay, of course.
And number two is maybe do like that spa thing we did at that spa lounge. Yes. Do the spa land, but the spa land treatment should be the body scrub because it is absolutely amazing.
Okay, because the last time we went, I only got the back massage.
Yes.
And then my son, he got the leg massage.
Yes.
And he was in love with it.
I know. Yes, I know. I'm supposed to take him again for his birthday.
Yes.
So
yes.
I'm working on it.
All right. So definitely spa.
Yes.
And all the free stuff.
Yes.
Okay, so you remember it's your birthday, you show them your ID and they will hook you up.
Right. Exactly.
Yes. Big up.
So did you have any plans?
Oh man, I just want my. So the last day of work is Thursday. My birthday is Friday, so I'm actually off on my birthday.
Oh, nice!
I know. So I am just like I'm happy. Big up to the Reggae Global Radio, Viscosity Blend, Zion Highness Radio, and You Choose Radio family. We always love to be with you. And hey, it's our pleasure to serve you with knowledge and relationship tips. And hey, you know what? You can give us a call today at 404-916-5138. We're going to be chopping it up about your purpose in a relationship. Thank you, Yola.
Yes.
Purpose in a relationship.
It's one I did. Can you believe it?
Yes. So let's go.
Okay, so let's start off with prayer. Yes. So, Heavenly Father, thank you, Lord, for bringing us together here on Positive Forces Show. Lord, guide us, walk with us, Lord. Remind us that we should always come to you first with everything that we need so that we can put you first, so that we can be reminded that you're always there for us, that you watch over us, that you love us unconditionally, that we can always come to you with anything that's bothering us. Not only should we come to you, Lord, when we are down, but we should also come to you when things are just floating all happy times. So, Lord, I just ask you to continue to guide us, Lord Jesus, continue to love on us, continue to show us your mercy. I pray this in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Yes.
Ooh, so you said you're good. So that's great to hear.
Yes, it is. Do you know why I'm good? Guess. What did I do this morning at 9 o'clock?
Oh, body. Yeah. Somebody worked out, y'all. I worked
worked and worked. So
Mhm.
shout out to I Am Body Pop Fitness.
Yes.
Shout out to the crew.
The truth.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
I
yes.
just love dancing on Saturday because after I am completely exhausted, my energy goes from 50% to 150.
Yeah.
Yes, and it
Yeah.
lasts for the entire day.
Does it? Yeah.
It does. Yeah.
Mm.
I think the first maybe 5 workouts I was exhausted after, but now that's over. I'm not
Yeah.
exhausted anymore. I'm
Oh.
exhausted during it because it is a real workout. Okay.
Yeah.
But after that, I feel really good. So let's remember to get up and move our bodies. And if you're not going to do body pop, then do something else. But make sure that we're moving.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I worked out with my son playing basketball.
Oh, nice.
Woo-hoo! And let me tell you, after a couple of minutes, won't say how much, I was gasping and ready for water, right? But when I was done, I was like, it was this boost of energy. So I can only imagine how you feel every day. So I'm like, oh, as of today, I'm starting to work out daily now. So yeah.
I'm still trying to get her to come back. Can you guys help me? Thank you. It's a request.
Yes. I should be back.
Shout out to Miss Brown Eyes Williams.
Hey.
Hi, Marlena. Thanks for checking us
Hi,
out
Marlena.
on Instagram. I'm actually live on Instagram. So
I'm supposed to be
thank
too.
you
I
and
can't
welcome.
see the Instagram post.
That's okay.
Oh my God. All right. So we have a Yola thought for today.
Yes, we do.
All right.
So I actually had 2 thoughts this week, but I think I'm just going to go with one of them. And it's for all of us out there that really do try to be pleasant and positive and happy regardless of what's going on around us. Right. So my thought this week was, even when things seem to be chaotic, like for us mommies and teachers and parents that are going through that last week push, all the activities that they put on our children, it's their fun, but we're the ones that have to get the different parts like pillows and blankets and chips and hot dogs and everything under the sun to make those last minute congratulation events happen. Yeah. So just try to continue to be positive. This is the last week and we can do it. I also want to talk about some people that wear a mask. And what I mean by that is when someone doesn't treat you the way you think that they should or what you would expect them to do, some of these people might just be wearing a mask. It's not a bad thing. It's kind of like a defense mechanism. It's kind of a way to protect themselves for whatever reason. I find that a lot of us kind of operate sometimes out of fear. We don't take the risk. We don't take the leap. We don't take the jump. We don't talk to certain people because they might just be reminding you of something that you'd like to have, right? So let's remember to give those people grace too. They can't help it. There's something in them that makes them act that way, but you can control yourself and how you respond to those said people. And just remember that some of those people are wearing a mask. They don't want you to really see who they are because they're afraid. So give them grace and you continue to be the beautiful, positive, bright light that our Lord has asked us to be for everyone else to see. And that's my thought.
All right. That's good. That's good.
There's a lot to unpack in there, huh?
It's good. But the only problem is it would appear that almost everyone wears a mask.
Yeah.
Have a mask on in different settings.
Yeah, they do. I don't know if that's so much a mask or if that's just,
Their
you act a certain way in certain settings. It could be that too. The way that you might act at work, if you work in an office, might not be the way that you act around your friends.
Right.
It might be. But this type of mask is one where you encounter people that, might ignore you, might be rude to you, might not, treat you the way you think you should be treated or expect people to be kind. I think it's a mask that they're wearing. I think that deep down inside, they're afraid of something. They could just be afraid of you and they just don't know how to take you. Maybe they've never met anyone like you, so they might make up things about you. They might say something about you to your face to bring you down, just because they can't handle the beautiful person that you are on the inside. It's a mask. They can't handle it. So don't be offended by it. Give them grace. Say a prayer for them. And keep it moving. Because you can only control yourself.
True.
Not them.
Yikes.
I know. It's a lot. That's what I felt this week.
But it's true. And that's good. That's good. Keep it real. That's what we do. We keep it real. We keep it real. We keep it real as you keep it locked with us on the Positive Person Show. Guys, we love you. And thanks, Yola, for always being transparent. Claudette Brumfield, we'll see ya. Love your partner. Yes. All right. So who else is on here? There's some other people on here that I just can't see. Oh my God. Okay, what you do is just put your comment. Put your comment on there. If you put your comment, then I'll be able to see it. Then I'll be able to shout you out and then say, hey, what's up? We love you. All right. So I posted on there what you what's your purpose in a relationship? And one of my former colleagues, love her to death, Gigi says, my answer today. Does
that mean it might change tomorrow?
It might change tomorrow.
I love it.
Gigi, I love this. I love you. Tribuca is all the way in, let's see, it's not Vegas, California is one of them. All right. My answer today, partnership in cultivating joy.
Oh, I like it.
Partnership in cultivating joy. Partnership in cultivating joy. Not sure what tomorrow brings. Life is dynamic, thus fosters varying emotional needs at different moments. True.
I like it.
I love it. And that's true. It's almost like a revolving door. It's a journey. I think that there's so much that goes on and changes that can occur within moments of a day. New things you can come across that you just have to adapt through the moment. And I think that's what that is, fostering varying emotional needs at different moments. Not sure what tomorrow brings. Life is dynamic. I love it. Easy spirit. Yes, I love it. Thank you so much.
I like the part about the cultivating joy. Because I feel like there's so much other things that are happening around you in that relationship or union that you're in, and that you should be trying to cultivate joy for one another. You know, whatever makes your partner happy, do that. And whatever your partner knows that makes you happy, do the same. Right. You know, knowing how to deal with you and get you out of any, funk that you might be in, or a bad mood that you might be in, or just knowing that, maybe you need some space, and then we can bring the joy after you're, out of that upset place that you're in. I think that's like cultivating joy. That's what I get from that. That
Love
phrase,
it.
cultivating joy.
Love it. So there's a lot that we're going to talk about today. We're going to jump into a little bit about Diddy and what Mr. Combs is doing or did, but what came out with the video. Of course, we all saw that. Everybody has something to say about it. I don't really have a whole lot to say, but I do. We gotta say something. It's about relationships now, y'all. Come on now.
About relationships.
Not gonna get messy, but we gotta talk a little bit about it. And that was a mess. Right. When you look at that video, when you hear about somebody going through abuse, you hear it. It doesn't hit home. There's certain things that don't hit home until it actually happens to you. And abuse is one of them. Yeah. You see that video. And she is Cassie, I
think. Yeah.
And she is just like literally, she walked out. Let's just talk about the video. That's all I know about, right? She walked out and she's going through the hotel. She's leaving, and he has his towel around him, something around him, and he's going and he's there. But did it say that she was she drugged?
I don't know. It didn't say. I did not see the video. I just read, the information about the video based on someone else's post that talked about it. Really? And so the video, she leaves the hotel room. He follows her. He goes to kick her. He pushes up against the wall or something like that. But whatever it is,
Threw the vase at her.
Yeah,
I mean, it was a lot.
it's physical abuse.
Hmm.
And I just kind of wonder, like, why you stay after that.
Yeah.
You can't really say, well, oh, if it was me, I'd do A, B, C, D, and because if you haven't been through something like that, you
Yeah.
wouldn't really know what is going through that person's mind that
Yeah.
makes them think that either it's okay or the person's going to change or they're not going to do it again. There's a
Mhm.
plethora of reasons why somebody would stay in an abusive relationship. But I think this like puts a whole new spotlight on Diddy based on all of the stuff that's been
Yeah, because
happening as of late,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
other you know media moguls or music moguls that
yeah.
now it's like their truth or what they've been doing is
Mhm.
coming out
It's
kind
all
of
coming
everywhere.
out.
So Diddy's like the next one.
Yeah, he's the
Right.
next target, I guess.
Yeah.
So, yeah. When it's the video, when it's like, hey, I heard, yeah, your homeboy, that's your homeboy. You don't want to hear anything negative, anything bad. So if you hear it, even if the female says, hey, this is what I've been through, you're like, man, you slightly have that little doubt. You might believe it because you know the person's character, but you didn't see it. So, you're not 100. That video made it 100. So even one of his friends apologized to Cassidy saying, like, wow, like that was really true. Like what he heard was really true. So the truth was out there.
Yeah, so I guess
But-
anybody who was the naysayer that she wasn't telling the truth, I guess you can't deny it now.
Can't. So that's life. And why did she stay? Could have been for anything. Fame, to keep what she had. She could have been, they could have, anybody could have said, hey, you leave, you say anything, then your life is at risk. It could have been anything, right? So if you're in a abusive relationship, guys, make sure you weigh everything out. I would never say to stay. But life over death at all times. And do your best to get it right or get out.
And I think it's important to mention that there's different types of abuse, which we've talked
Yeah.
about before. It's
Absolutely.
not just physical.
Yeah.
There's mental, there's verbal, and
Financial.
and there's financial, emotional, and physical abuse. So all of it is abuse. It's like someone that's inflicting harm on you.
Harm on you, not on them. The giver doesn't necessarily always care because they're doing it, right? And then a lot of times they'll come back and say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Ladies, if you allow it, and men too, men get abused.
Yeah.
So if you allow it to happen once and you do nothing about it, chances are it will happen again. I'm just saying. So it's never just one time with certain things, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's that for that.
Yeah.
There's a trend. There's a trend on social media.
Yeah. Which
Come
is
on, talk about it.
kind
Talk about it. Talk about
of what brought us to the topic today,
Yeah.
which is what's your purpose in a relationship?
Mhm.
So the trend right now on social media, TikTok specifically.
Okay, get ready, y'all. Get ready, black men. I want y'all to hear this one. I want y'all to hear it.
I'm sure they already have.
No, I want them to remember.
Okay.
I want y'all to hear it. Listen. Let's go. Let's go.
So it's called the Black Wife Effect.
Hey, again.
The Black Wife Effect.
All right.
And so it is videos of people that are in interracial relationships, mainly Black women, Black wife, and Caucasian and white men, and before and after pictures in a reel. So before, you're just like, I don't know, nerdy or, just whatever, kind of whatever. And then after they marry this Black female,
or you can get in a
wifey,
relationship with
queen.
them.
Well, I haven't. Yeah, I guess relationships too.
Yeah.
They have like what's called a glow up.
Boom.
Yeah, all of a sudden they're like the GQ magazine looking dude, and everybody's like, oh my gosh. So yeah, so that is the you saying the new trend. It's all over TikTok. Bunch of them on TikTok. You can look at them. great. They're all really fun. I like watching them. I think they're absolutely cute and adorable all at the same time. But I find that it made me think about what is your purpose in a relationship. Yeah. Because also there is the other side of that.
Yeah.
Where Black men are not, let's say, happy with these videos that are being posted by Black wifeys of their Caucasian or white husbands. Because, you know, the idea is that, well, you know, you are having this kind of mammy, or, you know, white complex thing. And that's why you're doing this. And that's why you're showing it. But in essence, if you ask the other side, it's because these women that are posting the glow up of their men, or men that are posting what they look like after they've married their women, they are emulating them. They are celebrating them. They're celebrating their relationship and how happy and how fulfilling their relationship has made them. So I want to talk about what your purpose is in a relationship. You know, is your purpose to help somebody glow up, be better? You know, or is it the opposite? Because I find that most relationships, I think, I could be wrong. If I am, please call in, make a comment. We will read it, like we always do. That it seems to be the opposite. You know, you don't. I don't think you see a whole bunch of glowing up when you're marriage. When you're in a marriage or a relationship, you see a lot of takeaways. You know, what exhaustion. I'm not happy. You know, I saw one post by a Black female, and this actually made me sad because she kind of did the opposite. Hers was a Black man effect, and that really hurt my heart.
The Black man.
Yes, that hurt my heart because in her video it showed what she looked like before. Happy, lipstick, you know, just gorgeous. And then the next clip was her crying and just sad and heartbroken, which can happen in any relationship. It really doesn't matter, honestly. But
man,
yeah, they're all
man.
They're all the same. You know, I find that we're very caught up in color, which is why we have some men on TikTok, Black men, that are now saying, oh, it's the mammy effect, and you have a white complex, and you this and the other, and you know, you don't give us that, and you don't let us, and you don't, you'll give it to the white men, but you won't give it.
But you know what? A lot of people say the Black man doesn't give the same to a Black woman,
and that has been the response.
Right. So
that has been the response from the Black woman. It's like, well, you know, why are you upset about these videos now when you don't give us what they are? What do you expect us to do? Right.
Make a comment. Stephen, I see you. Hey, what's going on, Stephen? Thank you for joining us. And let's see. Make a comment, guys. Let us know what you think. To me, it's a big deal with the race and making sure you uphold the Black man, making sure. But I'm of the opinion that, okay, and you're like, well, how can you be with somebody that's a different race, especially white, because of what they've done to us, and they're, you know, if you look in, and then you have some men will never date a black woman. They'll only date any other race except for a Black man now will never date a Black woman. Why is that, guys? I want to hear from you. We have our thoughts, but we want to hear from you. Put it in the chat, put it in the post. You know, why is it? I think that all men deserve a shot. All men deserve a shot. And it's great to see Black couples, though. I love to see a Black man and a Black woman together, and they're doing their thing and they're enjoying their life. I think that when both people come together, their purpose should be to fulfill each other, to be able to help to enhance each other. I see Evangelist Danville on. V. Powell is watching. Thank you so much. And, you know, you have to make sure that you're doing that. Honesty is like the number one thing, one of the key things, the foundation that a marriage should have. If you're going to be with somebody, be honest with them. Make sure that when you're in a relationship, what is it that you want? Many are now not only monogamous, but many are polyamorous, right? But you have to tell your spouse what it is that you want. I don't think that if you're in a marriage, you're in a marriage, and you guys work out what your marriage should look like. But if you are in a marriage and you still want to talk to somebody else, why are you married? Should you just not think about, what's this marriage really doing for me? Should I have stayed single?
I just love to see happy couples.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Well, regardless of the color, right?
I do. Yeah, I don't care about it, and I can say that honestly because I have dated out of my race, and in my race, and out of my race, almost all of them. All of them. I've either dated or been in a relationship with. All of them. Right? So men are men and women are women. And it's not, I don't say men are men to say something, bad, like all men are dogs or anything like that. No, it's just that people are people. Yeah. But I think you can only say that if you've dated in and out of your race. So for me, I just like to see happy couples because I find that I see so many unhappy couples or unhappy people. And then you wonder why people step out of their marriage or just the relationship is because it's something that they're missing.
Something's missing.
It's something is whether you are ready to be in a relationship and you get into a relationship and you step out, it's because something's missing. It might not be something that's missing in that person. It could be, or it could be something that's missing in you. You are missing something, and therefore you step out. Yeah. Even in marriages, you step out because something is missing. There's something missing in there. Whether it is love or communication or one of the love languages that you have, or you guys, one is fire and one is water, one is earth and one is fire. Fire and water drown fire.
Nothing is igniting and no combustion.
Whatever
and no
sparks. It's something that's missing. If you're somebody that's spicy and you need somebody that's spicy, or somebody that looks like not spicy on the outside, but is spicy on the inside, and that person's afraid to tell you, your partner, that I am as spicy as you are, then something's missing.
It's true.
Right. It's missing. So I just love to see happy people, happy relationships, because I don't see a lot of it. Maybe I should look out more. I don't know. Yeah. But, I don't see a lot of that. So when I do see happy people, even the Black Wife Effect TikTok videos, I like every single one of them. And when I do see the couple that are two Black couples in love, Black love, I love that too. I love all of those. I love happy relationships.
I just love love. I love
love. I just love love. Probably why I love on people so much. Because I love love, right? So, Oh, we have a comment.
We have a comment.
Yes, kind of. Let's see. I have a comment from Stephen Alexander. Welcome again, Stephen, to the Positive Forces Show. I think in relationships, we don't understand the full of the relationship until we are in it. Sometimes we think we know someone even after years. We have to understand that we are still understanding them. I hear at times it's because they say the other race won't be hard on them.
Won't be as hard on them.
Won't be as hard as them. That's interesting.
Culturally. Okay, so I've heard that.
Okay.
I've heard like white women are more passive. Women that are of color are more aggressive or assertive, or some would say ghetto, or more, and that's a bad word, right? But those are the things that I've heard said about Black women. We're too independent, or we want to do everything and act as a man. And then I've seen and it's all over social media too. Like white women would be more submissive. And they'll cook and they'll clean and they won't complain about certain things. and they're not, like you said, not as hard on their man. The expectations are, well, whatever you give, whatever you bring, I just appreciate it. And Black women are too demanding, So, I've heard that.
I got something to say about that.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No. Finish. Yes.
Yeah. So I've heard that. And I think that, again, yes, you don't know who you're with until, because if you're 45, you've taken 45 years to build who you are. And if you are in a relationship for a year, you'll never know that person within that 45. You'll just never. You're always evolving and learning. And as a matter of fact, that 45-year-old is still evolving and learning themselves. So it's a continuous thing. That's why the communication is so important. Culturally, if you want to be with someone that doesn't make you push harder, if you want to be with someone, because you might be complacent where you are and you're like, hey, this is it. I don't want to evolve. I don't want to own my own business. I don't want, where I am, I've plateaued in my job position. I don't want anything else. This is it. Then you make sure you find someone that will accept you right there. And as you stay there, then you are happy there. Now, if you have and not all white women are not progressive, but it said that Black women are, right, in terms of pushing and wanting more. And then it's also said that a lot of women don't have anything and they want a man that has everything, right? Again, it's who you pick, it's who you want to be with, and who you desire. If you look at someone and you say, hey, I like their physical appearance, and you're attracted to that, and you get to know that, and you get in a relationship with that, then that's what you have. But you talk about these things, and then you decide, hey, is this something that I want? What are your goals? These things people don't ask anymore. What are your short-term and your long-term goals? People go out, hang out, they trying to jump into the bed, and then they figure it out afterwards. They might be too late. So or you go from one to the next and next and next. But figure it out. Talk to the person. What is it that you want? What are your goals? Do you want to expand? Do you do you have a vision? What is your vision? Many women want to help you with your vision. That's our purpose, to help you and to be there for you, to build you up. And if you don't have a vision and that woman has a vision and you jump on her vision, then it appears as if you're too strong but you don't have anything. So we're going to jump on what I have. And then it's like, oh, you're too independent. But there has to be a purpose. There has to be a goal. There has to be something to look forward to. There has to be something to thrive for.
It feels like you can't win, right? But I think it's very important to know that it's important you decide to pick. Right? The person that you want to be with for the rest of your life is very important. And I find that sometimes we kind of, like you said, you're attracted to the physical, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. We all have preferences and what we like and what you're supposed to look like or not look like. That's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Anyone that told you there's something wrong with that, they're lying.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. But when you're going to pick somebody that you're going to be with for the long term, you have to really dig deeper into who that person is. But not only that, but like you said, the person is always evolving. So they're always changing. And, the idea that you might be with somebody that's fine where you are and your wife or husband is somebody that wants to have their own business. There are some couples, I think, that will jump onto their business and support that person. And in that support is your purpose.
Absolutely.
Your purpose is to help that person, whatever goals they're trying to achieve, reach what they're trying to achieve. That doesn't mean that because you have decided to jump on there and help her or help him, that you all of a sudden should be called somebody that's too independent or someone that's aggressive or someone that can't, it's not good enough for you or whatever. Because you can have the flip side too, where the wife will sit back and say, well, go ahead, husband, you get your degrees, become a lawyer, become the DA, become whatever. And I'm just going to stay here while you go through all of that. And then when he gets to the top part, they leave you behind.
Ooh.
I'm sure women do that too.
Oh,
They
John,
leave
I'm
you
sure.
behind, and then
Mhm.
affairs happen and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But that is why communication and picking your life partner and knowing what your goals are and being able to communicate when they change is what will help you to continue to move forward. You know, I think that people forget that you're in a union, right? You're in something that is supposed to be beneficial to the both of you, and not just beneficial to one. But in that, we are all human individuals, right? We all are built up of our experiences, what it is that we have been through in life that makes us who we are, right? And so, therefore, yeah, you have to be able to know who you're going to pick, at least at a basic level, know what they want. And then as you go through life, because everything is going to start running along, and it's just going to be you two in this bubble with everything else running around, running and moving and evolving and changing. And it's going to affect you because it's called experiences. But you have to be able to communicate and respect one another and be able to be selfless in that for you to continue. You both, it's funny, you both have to have it.
Yeah.
It cannot be one-sided. It will not work. You both have to be selfless. You both have to put love first. You both have to make sacrifice. You both have to be able to bend and not break.
Yeah.
You know, and hey, if you're in a relationship and you say you see somebody, women, okay, because we always talk about the men, but women, I want men to hear this too. If you are in a relationship and you find that you are seeing somebody like in your office or whatever, and it's drawing some type of feeling in you that makes you want to speak to the person inappropriately or get into something with that person, go to your partner.
Yeah.
Go to your partner and say, look.
Snitch on yourself. Yes,
right. Snitch on yourself, and just snitch on yourself. And just, you know, hopefully you guys have communicated enough to the point where that if you snitch on yourself and say, hey babe, you know, I'm seeing this person and A, B, C, D, or E is happening, that person is not going to rail on you. Yeah. And it's something else that you need to know. So women, if you're meant to you and say, look, if they're honest enough to say, look, this is how I'm feeling, don't rail on them. You know, figure out why they're feeling what they're feeling and fix that.
Yeah, I would honor that. Actually, I've done that. I've actually done that.
Oh, nice.
And I think it worked. As a matter of fact, yes, I was married and there was this attraction, the same thing. And I went home and I was like, this is weird. And I don't know where this is coming from. But as I was saying it, I promise you, as I was saying it, it sounded so stupid. Because, you know, I'm a just, you know, I'm spiritual. I'm you know, the devil likes when you hide things, right? And whenever you shed light on things, then there's nothing else. Like if you hide it, it starts with one little thing and you hide it, and then you gotta keep hiding, and it compiles, and you're like going around the corner,
it's like
and it's just like, whoa, it's this big rush, and you're feeling all the stuff, and it's like,
he comes
right
at you,
and you're just like, woohoo, this is different. But then you're like, wait, I'm feeling this, and I mean, as I said it was the dumbest thing ever, and I couldn't. I was like, what am I saying? Seriously.
I believe
and then as it came out, it just and he was cool. He was just like, well, he's a guy, and I was just like, why did I even say it? Because now it sounds ridiculous. You can't do anything. I mean, and the next time I saw it, it was like nothing. It just appeared, but the devil had nothing to hold on to anymore.
Right, because the lie has now been exposed.
It's been exposed. It was so weird, but it's true, and it can happen. And it happens to women as well. Because you did say men, you know, but your partner has to be mature enough to be able to handle that,
and not be able to handle that and understand that you're human. And there is a lot of what people will call eye candy out there. I'm sorry, it exists. But and you're human.
But you don't have to.
But you don't have to act on that,
No.
especially if you're like in a marriage and you want to honor that person, and you know that doing something like that's going to hurt that person,
Mhm.
and it's not something that you can really come back from. I mean, some people do come back from that, but it's very difficult.
Yeah.
You know, trust is destroyed, love is destroyed. It's destroyed.
And it's not
So
worth it.
and it's not worth
It
it.
wouldn't
So
be
why
worth
not just be the friend that what you should be in the relationship anyway?
Mhm.
Because I always think that friendship is really important in the beginning, because that is really the only way that you'll be able to confess how you're feeling. Is you
Yeah.
if the person that you're with is like your best friend,
Yeah.
you can say whatever.
Mhm.
And I think that's something that in relationships people should say to one another.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
my intention is not only to date you because I like you, but it's also because I want you to be my friend. I want you to be my real ride or die friend,
Mhm.
that I can tell you anything and that you will accept all of my quirkiness
Mhm.
and the lulus
Yeah.
and delusions, right?
You have those. You
And
have
you
those.
accept me.
Yeah.
So then that way, when I confess something to you,
Mhm.
that you're not going to judge me,
Right.
right? And I also think that it has to do a lot of level of being comfortable
Yeah.
and
I-
vulnerable and honest.
Vulnerability, and nobody wants to be vulnerable, right? But you should. You
Mm-mm.
should. You should. So we have a comment. Let's see. Richard Donegal. Hey, he said, "Good evening, ladies. Good evening to
Good
you
evening
too."
to you.
Evangelist says, Powell. He said, "Black women are very hard to communicate with. Black women there's a problem once submission is mentioned. They say men are controlling. There are great Black women that work together as team. My wife was one." Okay. All right. So submission is a word that a lot of people want to talk about and throw around and say women are not submissive or don't like to be submissive. And then, well, let's look at what submissive really is. We can be a woman. Leo Palmer, I see you. How you doing, brother? Veronica Ellis, love you, mom. All right, let's see.
So what's it, Deborah there?
Deborah, what's going on, Queen?
Hi, lovely Queen.
Good to see you. All right. So the thing is this. So I think every woman. Now, Harry, listen up, men. I don't know if I want to say every. Most women wants to be submissive. They want to be submissive. They want to be submissive. Most women want to be submissive. I think all women want to be submissive, right? Because there's something in a woman that desires what that partner has. And a lot of women can't be submissive because they'll say, what's there to be submissive to? So if the man is not strong, if the man is not, and not necessarily physically strong, but mentally strong, mentally capable, can teach you something, can help you to build. If the man is not, he doesn't have a vision, if he doesn't have, it's hard to submit to someone that doesn't know himself. How do you submit to someone that has no plan? How do you submit? So that's why it's so careful to choose who you are with. You have to be able to be, every woman wants to be, if you care for a woman, if you do what's right, you do right by that woman, naturally, usually, we're incubators. We want to take what you give us and make it bloom, blossom, make it better 10 times, 100 times. They always say, hey, you give me lemons, I'll make you lemonade. You give me a chicken, man, you bring home a chicken, I will make you a fantastic meal. But whatever you give to us is what we produce. So what are you planting? Men that say that women aren't submissive, what are you really planting? Are you communicating? Are you nurturing? Are you looking at the grass across the street, and then the grass here is brown, is withered? How are you treating others? And is your partner seeing how you're treating others much better? You're nice, you're kind. You come home, you get the best side of you, right? And that's real too, because you at work, you have to be nice to everybody. You come home and you just yourself. And we get that crappy part. And then we have to be like, wait, we have to remember that, okay, he was at work. This is not personal, or is it personal? And so there's something we just have to be like, okay, maybe you need to take some time and de-stress. So, the pieces are always flowing. But I think women want to be submissive. And sometimes you just have to make sure you're with the right person. Bobby Elias, neighbor, how you doing, friend? Pamela Forbes, love you, love you, love you, love you. What do you think?
Oh, goodness
Yeah,
gracious.
man.
Goodness gracious. Okay. I agree. I think that women do want to be submissive. And I think that the independent woman can be submissive. I think that the independent woman that says that I don't need a man and that kind of thought process is garbage.
I think they haven't found the right person yet.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Yeah, they just haven't found the right
believe
person.
that. And I think that's a fallacy, right? I do think that women do want to be submissive, but it has to be for the right person. And what exactly is the submissiveness? Because I think that that entire idea has been misconstrued.
Yeah.
For a long time, it's been misconstrued into something that it doesn't really mean. You know, uh, being submissive is not being controlled. Being the man who wants to control your woman and she doesn't, and you don't let her have an opinion, is not her being overly independent or aggressive. It's you trying to control her and not think that she has a mind of her own and does not think that she can make decisions. Now, I think that when you're in a union like a marriage, sure, you can be the man or the head of the house. That's fine, no problem. But you have to understand that your woman has also an opinion and that you should be able to discuss it, accept what the other is saying, and pick the best solution. It's not all about she's not submissive because she thinks I'm controlling, or it's not, I'm independent and I don't need you to buy me a car. Let me tell you, I can purchase my own car. I can. That doesn't mean that if I was with somebody that wanted to buy me a car, that I would say no.
Right.
And that also does not mean that I am a gold digger because I accept said car.
Right.
Okay.
Mhm.
If you want me to cook dinner and I can cook, fine. But what is it that you are doing that's going to make me want to do that?
Cook. Well, you know what? Some
What are you
people don't
doing?
want to be the cook. Some men want to be the cook.
Okay, if you want to be the cook, right, and I clean up the dishes, okay, fine, we can do that. But it all, I promise you, centers around what it is that you're doing, man, that will make the woman want to be submissive. Do you think that women actually want to be the ones always making decisions, always planning dates,
No.
always deciding how are we going to get out of this debt,
No.
always being the one making those decisions?
No.
No, she wants a partner
Yes.
that can make that decision,
Yes.
but will hear her opinion and
Mhm.
understand what she's saying and actually take it into consideration. So that's what I think about
Yeah.
women. I just don't think that women that actually look as though I'm going to say look, as though they don't want to be submissive. It isn't necessarily because they don't want to be submissive. It's because they have had to go out there and get the education. They have had to go out there and buy their own car. They have had to go out there and buy their own house. What else is it that they're supposed to do? Not go to school and get an education? Live at home until their knight of shining armor shows up at the doorstep, rings the doorbell, and says, "Hello, I'm here to marry you, buy you a house and a car." No,
No.
it doesn't work that way. And just because I might have my own house and my own car doesn't mean that you cannot add to me by doing that. Like,
Yeah.
perfect scenario. What if I had my own house and my own car, and you came into my life and you wanted to get a new house? Can't we rent the house I already have
There you go.
and have some passive
Income.
stream of income?
Yeah.
Is that not an option? Does that mean that because I have these things, that you can't provide those things for me? No, that's not what that means.
Mm.
Yeah. So that's what I think about submissiveness, and, women
Yeah.
not being submissive, and men being too controlling. It's this kind of give and take thing that needs to happen, that both parties on both sides are just not understanding it. They're not understanding what that really means.
Yeah, we got a question.
What's the question?
Can you be submissive? Can a woman be submissive and independent? Leo Palmer.
Oh,
At the same
shout out
time.
to Leo Palmer. Women struggle to be submissive if she's bigger income earner.
Not necessarily.
Women struggle to be submissive if she makes more money than you do. Now,
Not necessarily.
that I can say
There's some-
that, yes,
There's
that
something
happens.
fit, but not necessarily. It depends.
It doesn't have to
It
happen.
doesn't have
The reason that happens is because she's in her ego,
to.
right? That's an ego thing. And sometimes people think that ego is reserved to men, but no, it's both sides. It's a human thing, right?
Yeah.
So that's why that happens. It's an ego thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say about that. What do you think?
So if a woman ever, and you know what? I think sometimes what can be perceived as the woman being more, what's the word?
What?
Is it prideful? Did he say prideful?
No, he said women struggle to be submissive if she makes more money, basically.
Okay. So I've seen couples where the woman is like, the couples are like, hey, you know what? The woman's like, listen, I have more degrees, or the job that I'm in is a bigger earner than what you're doing. I will keep going to work. Hey guy, hey husband, whatever. We have 3-4 children. Daycare is gonna cost us. The man, they sit down and they're like, hey, you know what? The man is like, listen, I will stay at home. I'll take care of the kids. I will cook, I'll do whatever. But they talked about it. And it worked. But it didn't work for very long, because the man started feeling insecure because he wasn't the one actually bringing in the money. But he was still saving them both money, but he wasn't bringing in the cash. And she was very like, it's cool. We talked about this. The money was theirs, but he had that insecurity in him. Like, you're taking on my job and this is not working. So now, if the man starts to act crazy, because he's now in his, not necessarily crazy, but now he's in his ego, and he starts to make these opinions and voice how he feels, and she's not really causing this because it's just the situation, then it could appear that the woman is now not being submissive to the man. But what is she supposed to do at that point? Does she now say, hey, you know what? I'll stay home and now you go to work. But in your field, the money is not going to be as much as mine. You might have to work now 2 jobs. Now I'll never get to see you. Now I'm going to be home with the kids, but I'll never get to see you now. So, okay, this is what you want. So now the dynamic will change, right? But, if the woman makes more, and the man feels insecure about that, can the man get a side hustle, another job? Like, what is the woman supposed to do? Um, but the ego thing is right. It can happen. And if it does happen, let her know. Hey, I see that you make more than me, and I'm feeling a little, and the insecurity in you is going to play out to her. And then she has to be mindful. Hey, you know what? And then she might be the boss at work. And she comes home with maybe with this boss mentality too, not realizing, wait a minute, then you transition.
I'm wifey now.
I'm wife. I got to play wife mode, and you let her know. And just be kind and nice about it, just like you want her to be with you. And, you two work that out together. But I think that when you communicate those feelings, instead of keeping it inside, letting it out, I think it will work better.
Yeah, and then to not thinking that he or she can read your mind of what you're feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a killer for communication. Oh, I have a comment from Bobby,
Hey,
Mr. Bobby. The scriptural
Requirements.
requirements are man, love, wife, submit. Yeah, that's true, which is kind of what we were getting at.
Mm-hmm.
There's requirements for both sides for the
Mhm.
submitting to work. It's not you submit and do what I say, which is controlling.
Mm.
And you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing to submit, to not make her, but where she wants to submit. So it's not like you're the woman, you must submit to me because I'm the man. It's what are you doing that's going to make her want to submit to you?
Hence,
I say that with much intensity
Mhm.
because there are a list of things that you should be doing that's going to make her want to submit. And I actually agree very much with you, Kimone, that most women do want to do that, but you're not really doing the man what you need to do to make her submit. Even in the situation where she makes more money to you than you, because that's work. Now, if she's a woman that cannot separate the boss at work
Mhm.
and the wifey at home, that's a problem.
Mhm.
If you're not doing whatever it is that you're supposed to do that makes her want to do that,
Yeah.
that's a problem. It's going to be a problem. And I think, like we were saying, it's the ego thing where if the woman is making more or she's like super independent, that she can't take that mask off
Yeah.
and be wife,
But
right?
what Mr. Bobby said, I mean, that's biblical and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Men, if you love, I mean, we could even close right there. Men, if you love your woman, woman, if you love your woman, she will submit. That's it.
If you, and I said this before,
do your part.
if you start everything you do, your thoughts, your actions with love,
Yeah.
or fruits of the spirit love,
Mhm.
there are things that you will not do
Yeah.
to your partner
Yeah.
because you're operating under that. And it's very hard because we are human and we are flawed,
Mhm.
right? But
Mhm.
if you at least try to do that, then she will submit.
Yeah.
Because now she feels like she can. She
Yeah.
feels protected. She feels heard. She feels love. She
Mhm.
feels kindness. She feels gentleness.
But it comes with it. And she's doing that same thing too. Before we go, what is being submissive means, because I have a problem with it. Most men understand it as being always in charge, right? And that's the thing. It's not always about being in charge. And you must listen to me because I'm the man and I say so, and I wear the pants in the house, and you wear pants too. Yeah, but whatever. I'm the breadwinner. No, that's not it. Like Mr. Bobby said, if you love your wife and you care for her and you treat her nicely and you do all the things that you're supposed to do as a man, that woman will be submissive. So thank you, Camilla. That was good. Bobby said, I think it's because we're wrongly defining what submission is. Love and submission are complementary. They go together. If and then water and you need water and air to survive. Yeah, we need love. So the woman, that's why God said, hey, love your wife like I love the church. Love her. if I love the church, I will give my life over for her. Man, will you give your life over for your wife?
If you love Jesus, you'll
Right? And
yeah,
and
'cause
some
that's
men are
what
like,
he did. So
right.
you as a man, can you do that?
Right. So if you want to love your wife, that's what it takes.
Yeah,
That's what it takes.
that's what it takes. It takes every thought and action that you do. You start with love.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only way. You do that, and you will get submission.
Yeah.
Like we were saying, she'll feel protected.
Everything
She'll
else.
feel like you can lead because in essence, that's what she's looking for. We're looking for leaders,
Mm-hmm.
not controllers, not men that want to be in charge.
Mm-hmm.
We want protectors, and providing is not, oh, provide money and give me a house and car. No, it's more than that.
Yep.
So much more than that.
Yep.
So I think we should talk about that again.
Yep.
That should be a new topic.
Yep, we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Final thoughts. We gotta go. We're late. We're running late.
Final thoughts. My final thought is let's start with love. You know, if we want to be in a relationship, a long lasting, loving, committed relationship, let's start everything that we do with love. Smile, be positive, be nice, love on people, love on strangers, love on loved ones, love on your children, love on your partner. Everything that you do, every single thought, start with love. Just that basic thing. I think that if you start with that in every action and thought that you have, there are things that you just will not do.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you start understanding and practicing to start with love, that it is going to, you're going to attract it. It's going to come to you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I want to do. That's what I think we should do this week is let's start with love.
Yep, we said that before. We're gonna always say it. Start with love. Apostle Grant. He always says it. Start with love, and I agree.
I do too.
I agree. Thank you
And
so much,
compassion.
guys, for being with us. You choose Radio Family, Viscosity Blend, Zion Highness Family, Reggae Global. Guys, we love you, family, family, family. You have a fantastic, fantastic rest of your week. And the holidays are coming, the summer is coming. Enjoy your family. Love on everybody. Love on yourself. Love on yourself. Y'all have a good day. Blessings, blessings, blessings to you. All right.